Hi friends, Magus Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. So for this reading, I decided to do something really light and uplifting. So for this reading, I am just gonna hype you guys up. I've seen these readings around on YouTube, and I really enjoy the energy that these kind of readings radiate. So it been on my mind to do one of these for a while now. So I'm gonna do it. So for this reading, I'm pretty much just going to, sing your praises. Pretty much going to try to uplift, encourage, and point out all the good and wonderful things about you. Maybe things that no one ever told you, or maybe just things that you kind of just like know about yourself, but no one really points out or knows. So this reading is going to be inspiring, uplifting, and even at the end, I got a couple messages that I pulled out for you guys, whether they be uplifting, whether they be advice, or whether it's just something that your spirit guides want to tell you. So, for this reading, for pile selection, we have 4 piles. So, out of the 4 piles, I decided to put gemstones on each one. So, with that being said, let's get into like the piles. So for pile 1, we have Obsidian. Really nice piece of obsidian here. For pile 2, we have pink Himalayan quartz. For pile 3, we have Carnelian. I need to make sure I put in the light and everything. Here we go. And for pile 4, we have Amethyst. So take the time out to pick whichever stone or gem calls out to you. Rewind, fast forward, do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you pick the proper stone for you. And so, with pile selection out of the way, we're going to get into the reading. So if you chose the obsidian, then this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards. So for this reading, I had to pull out, I was guided to do 10 whole tarot cards. So this should be very interesting. I never really do like spreads like this big unless it's like a Celtic cross. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down here we have your messages. Let me make sure that everything is in frame. That means I need to shift this stuff over a little bit to the right. Make sure that almost everything is in frame. Yes. Okay. Sorry guys. I'm trying to get this angle just right. And this looks good. Okay. So pile 1. I can already tell that you guys are, just the fact that you got so many major arcana in your reading, just from looking at the energy, just a quick cursory glance, I can tell that you guys have overcame a lot in your life, pile 1. My best friends, my friends here, you guys really know how to grow, how to release, and how to change. And it really doesn't matter how long it takes. You always reach where you need to go, pile 1. And that's like something really beautiful about you guys. I see that you guys are very intelligent. I see that you guys can also be very intuitive. On top of that, you guys are really no stranger to like change And I really feel like some of my power ones, if you pick this, you might be married or you might be in a very happy and fulfilling relationship. Um, or maybe that's something that you really, really want. So the cards that I got to describe you, power one, my power ones are Destroyer and Victim. Um, I think I need to plug in my light here. Give me 1 second. Oh, man, please don't allow me to destroy everything just from trying to get out. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that, power one. But yeah, now you guys can see these cards so much better. We have the Destroyer and the Victim card. Let me make sure if I do this, will the card still be seen? Nah, I need this up as well. Perfect. I'll get the whole lighting thing set up eventually. So with Destroyer, it says release what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. And the Victim says prevent you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And what's funny is that when I pulled one of your messages down here, we also have the card of Victim. So one thing that I have to say about you, power ones, is that you're overcoming like a victim mentality, or just overcoming like the fact that, actually, no, that's it. That's it. That's all. Overcoming a victim mentality. I feel a sense of like more so just like becoming more accountable in your life, more accountable for your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions, power one. What I'm seeing here, like just from the top row alone, with the Four Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Pentacles right in the center, with the High Priestess and the Three of Wands, I really feel like you guys are like really in a place or an area in your life right now where you're a lot more happy, a lot more grounded, and a lot more like, celebrated. If this isn't your energy right now, power one, just know that this is the energy that you're really going to be stepping into, especially with the soulmate card here. This is energy that you guys could be growing into. Another thing that I'm seeing here is like you guys, if you are in the middle of like dating someone right now and the relationship is like going good, then that person really might be the person for you, because we have the Four of Wands and right under it, we have the Lovers. So Four of Wands and Lovers. The Four of Wands is unity and freedom, and the Lover is love, harmony, and union. Two cards representing union, like right beneath each other. Like you guys, one of the things that I heard about this, pal, is that you shouldn't settle, pal one. If you aren't in a relationship, what you need to realize is that you are very easily lovable, pal one. You have a very delicate and very soft spirit. I can see that with the High Priestess coming here, and even with the Creator energy as well. Very soft, very delicate, very feminine energy. But one thing that you need to know, Power One, is that you do deserve true love and true happiness in your life, best friend. I keep feeling like you guys have always gotten like the short end of the stick when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to the way that people have treated you, like in your life. I kind of feel like you guys always gotten the short end of the stick. And with the Destroyer card, I really feel like that's about to end for you, best friend. Like you guys are about to like prepare for a brand new life. And this is something that's been echoed like all throughout my channel for the last few readings. Like a new life is about to be born for a lot of people, Power One. And you guys are one of those people that's slated for a new life. This is going to be a life of love, of harmony. Like I wish I could say about it like being all within yourself. And the soulmate card does talk about growth within yourself. But Power One, I really feel like you're meant to grow with another person. Someone that that you're going to be in love with. I don't know if you guys are dating, if you guys are even open to dating right now, but there's something here about you and a lover, about you and another individual, Pile One, that's so beautiful, so harmonious, and so healing. And I really think that if you guys aren't dating, dating is like really the next thing that you guys need to get into. Probably after you undergo like some healing within yourself at first. If you're not really feeling like the energy of like going out there and like being with someone else, then that means that you might still have some healing that you need to do, Pile One. Because choosing to be alone is not is not the answer for you guys. It is not the answer. Because there's something here, there's something very beautiful with you and another person who loves you, who stands beside you, and who helps reassure you. So yeah, if you really think that you're meant to be alone, Pile One, or that your life path is calling you to be alone, I feel like you should really reconsider that because it's simply not true. Um, the next thing I see here for you guys is the Page of Swords with the King of Swords. And what this is telling me here is that you guys are actually very, very intelligent. You guys could also be what most people would call a nerd. And that could definitely fit in with the victim card because I mentioned this before. Nerds tend to be victimized. But you're starting to overcome that mindset. But one of the beautiful things about here with the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, is that your mind is like a palace. You have nothing but court cards up there. You're very rational, very logical. And I really think that with that rationality and that logic, because I don't see and you don't have a single cup in your reading. I really think with that rationality and that logic, your emotions might tend to go a little bit ignored, best friend. But the good thing about this is that whenever it comes down to like getting something or achieving a goal, because these two cards yet again are lining up with the word of ambition. The Page of Swords talks about curiosity, intelligence, charm, and ambition. And the King of Swords is about ambition, power, and influence. So right here we already have union being repeated. Then now we have ambition. There's something about you guys that's just like really, really beautiful. Like I said, you guys have really received the short end of the stick when it comes to life, Pile One. But that doesn't mean that you guys are any less worthy than anyone else. And that's the mentality that is shifting for you guys. If you haven't shifted it yet, then you're gonna start receiving positive life experiences that really let you know that life isn't all bad. And as long as you choose not to accept less than what you believe that you are worth, or less than what you truly are worth, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. And I can see that here with the Justice card showing up in your reading as well. Pile One, my beautiful Pile Ones. Yeah, you guys really could have really just been having it rough or had to deal with a lot of issues around your self-esteem. Issues that stem from other people not really treating you right and influencing your mind in a negative way. One of the other things that I'm seeing here is the message with the Love Grows Love card is that this is like warning and advice for you, Pile One. Don't let your experiences turn you bitter. Like I said, if you think that being alone, sequestering yourself from the rest of the world is like the answer for you, is your life path, you will be sorely mistaken, Pile One. That's not the answer. The answer is to bring love into the world. Even though you really haven't, most people hasn't really been kind to you, it's up to you to be the kindness and the love that you want to see in this world. And by stepping into that kind of vibration with being the love that you want to see in this world, even though you're someone who's been through so much, Pile One, it's really going to be a really beautiful thing. I'm hearing like it's going to add to your beauty in so many ways. It's going to be not only outer beauty, but you're going to radiate a strong inner beauty as well. And that's really, really going to go a long way with attracting your twin flame and your soulmate. Because I really feel like this is one of the piles that might have a twin flame in this world that's incarnated. You guys might be on a journey to like come towards that person, to like help step into the really more beautiful and like fulfilled cycle into your life. But we do have this here, best friend, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Creator. You guys, your life path You guys are very slow. Your life path is going to be very, very slow. It's going to be very deliberate. It's going to be filled with a lot of deep personal growth here with the soulmate card. It's going to be filled with a lot of deep growth, pile one. But the thing is though that you guys are ready. You guys can do it. You guys are very well equipped, very much accustomed to your pace of your life, and you guys are going to do it. Whatever it is that you guys are being asked of, by being a vessel of love, by continuing your inner growth, by not allowing yourself to take the short end of the stick, by being honest and true with yourself and what you want and what you deserve out of life, you guys are going to do it. Even if you're not there yet, you're taking steady steps towards that path. Because the creator card here is the card of no. I mean, it just says no. But the thing about the creator card is about the formative process. And that's the same thing with the Knight of Pentacles. Your life is undergoing you're under a formative process, pile one. And this is so beautiful because you guys are so radiant. Like pile one, you guys are really, really radiant people. And it's just going to be up to you to really see that. And what's funny is even in the victim card, like this woman is like radiating energy. Like this is you guys. You guys are very radiant people. And you're gonna step into that energy. If you're not there yet, if you're not feeling this like beautiful, confident, and ready to tackle the world again, it will happen for you, pile one. That's a promise. It will happen for you. It really will. So the next few cards that we have for you is the High Priestess, and here we have Justice. With High Priestess and the Justice, your inner voice, like I said, you guys are radiating energy, and this is about the High Priestess speaks of like deep soul growth. Whether you guys know it or not, you guys are very intuitive, pile one. And this intuition is going to lead you to exactly what you deserve. Like I said, and this is going to be the key word all throughout your reading, pile one. Getting exactly what you deserve, exactly what you want, exactly what you wish for. Don't settle for anyone that's not even attempting to be what you want, because remember, you do have to put love out into the world, and that means being open and accepting of people and knowing what to put up with and what not to put up with. But you aren't meant to like have anything less than what you really want and desire. There's something deep inside you, pile one, that's about to be expressed in a really big way with this Destroyer card. I just see a releasing of an energy of something that's like boiling deep inside of you, finally coming out and triggering a new life for you. Maybe you guys are finally going to be just going to realize you just had enough. You had enough of the way that life been treating you, and you're ready for a change. But either way, you guys are being intuitively guided on this. You guys are very intuitive, whether you know it or not, pile one. You guys are very much intuitive, and you're being led to a brand new adventure is what I'm seeing here. Because I'm being told that these two cards, the High Priestess and the Justice, segue into these cards here, which is the Three of Wands and the Tower, which is the Tower being of release, of destruction. Here we have destruction twice. Destroyer, and in the Tower, we have the word of destruction. Pile one, you guys' life are about to shift for the better. Like you guys are really about to change for the better. And I really feel like it's gonna come through from a lover, or like from, yeah, I can't put it any other way. It's gonna come from a lover. It's gonna come from you meeting someone who really just affirms you in so many ways, because this is gonna happen because you're deciding to step out of this victim energy. You choosing to not be a victim anymore, you choosing to shift your perspective on your life, and you choosing to like live a life that's fulfilling to you, is what's going to trigger everything. And that's that Destroyer card that I was talking about. That's going to be the release of your inner energy. And one of the first few things that's going to come to you, pile one, is a partner, a twin flame, a lover, someone that you know that you could really, that really loves you for the person that you are. Especially if you listen to my advice here, pile one. Listen to my advice, best friend. Keep your heart open. Be a vessel of love in this world. Love grows love. As long as you keep your wits about you, don't become bitter from all your experiences. Don't become hard body and heart of heart because of your experiences. Keep your heart open. Keep your sense of adventure here strong. As you can see, this woman, she's carrying her 3 wands, and she's looking forward with optimism, with excitement. She's actually she's actually looking forward to this change, to this Tower card. I know when most people see the Tower card, they get scared, but this is a good Tower for you. You need a change. Honestly, Pile One, I'm gonna be real with you, best friend. Your life needs a change. Like you need this release, this letting go of like the past energies in your life, where your intellect has been going criminally unnoticed. Your inner light, your shine, has been going criminally under notice. You're being intuitively led, intuitively guided to a brand new start and a brand new beginning in your life, Pile One, my best friends. And I'm gonna hype you up for that because this is something that you need. You need this shift, Pile One. So, and I'm gonna say this again: do not think that you are meant to be alone, that your life is meant to be spent just by yourself. You do have a lover out there, and you need to be out there to meet them and to greet them. And in order for you to like bring them in, Power One, you need to go out and you need to let that radiance inside of you shine. Because like I said, you have a soulmate. And part of the soulmate card here, part of the lesson intrinsic in the soulmate card is about learning how to be able to love, to give love and receive love in a healthy and proper way. This is truly what this soulmate card means. It's not about a twin flame or a soulmate, but I can't help but channel it that way. But this is about like you doing the inner growth necessary of realizing what real love looks like. And in order to realize what real love looks like, you have to first be that channel of love, to give yourself to the world, to give yourself to people, to be open, to be vulnerable. And I know it might be scary, but to be open, to be vulnerable, you got to find that bravery inside of you and be ready to embark on this adventure again, because you're no longer the victim. You're no longer just accepting whatever it is that you get. You're no longer tolerating people giving you the short end of the stick when it comes to love. Keep your heart open and continue to like put yourself out there, Power One, because the more love that you put out there, the more love is that's going to come right back to you. Keep your heart open. Stay open to the energy of love, because you are meant to have someone in your life, Power One. No matter how old you are, no matter what you've been through, you're meant to have someone, and someone is really going to come in for you. You just have to let your light shine, Power One. So yeah, best friend, that's your reading. Hopefully I hyped you up enough for your brand new life, and you know, filled you with enough love and light to let you know. If this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't. And the links to support my channel are always in the description box, Pile One. Thank you and be blessed. If you chose the pink Himalayan quartz or pile 2, this reading is for you. So, best friends, let's get into your cards. The cards at the top here will tell me a lot about like your energy and like who you are as an individual. I'm also going to put one of your messages up here as well. I was led to draw 10 tarot cards for this reading, so it's going to be a lot of cards. But pile 1 went fairly smoothly. So let's see how this one goes. Oh, love it already. Let me make sure all cards are in frame. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Yeah, okay. I might just have to start setting it up like this then. All right. What can I say about my pile 2s? Pile 2. You got a good amount of major arcana, but most of your major arcana are in the bottom row of this reading, which is kind of like telling me that this probably has something to do with a shift, or like has something to do with maybe a change in your life, or like maybe for what's to come. Since this is a reading of me hyping you up, of like me giving you a lot of love and a lot of light, let's talk about your archetype cards, which were beautiful, by the way. When I seen these come out together, I was like, who are my pal twos? Who are you? We have Child Divine and we have Healer. Child Divine is innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine. And here we have Healer, passion to serve others by repairing a body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So, pile two, whoever you guys are, I get the feeling that you guys might be, if you're not heavily spiritual, just know that you're actually watched over by the divine. You're actually being watched over by the divine. One of the things that's really funny here is that I see the Seven of Wands being clarified by the High Priestess. And with the Seven of Wands over the High Priestess, this kind of tell me that maybe some of you guys like kind of resist, like some of your spiritual gifts kind of resist this connection a little bit, or might have a little bit of a hard time tapping into your intuition. I could be wrong, but there's something here that tells me that, you guys are reluctant, or like maybe just not as attentive as you should be when it comes to like your divine gifts and your healing powers. The Seven of Wands speaks of someone who actually, it could be that people are jealous of you too, pal too. Now that I'm really, really looking at it, it could be that people are jealous of your power and jealous of your gift. You really are someone special, pal too. You have a special connection with the divine. You can probably do things that other readers, other healers, other spiritualists can't do. Or like they might have a hard time or have to work really hard at doing. You could just also be a clear cognizant pile too, where you just instinctively know these things. And I'm getting that because your cards for your messages, like from your spirit guides, are gifts from the past and ally, the familiar. You are heavily, heavily guided by your spirit guides and your ancestors. Like I said, you have a very strong connection with the divine and spiritual realm, and they help you out in so many ways. And so I'm hearing, like, in fact, so many ways that you yourself don't even know. Gifts from the past talks about like gifts from like your past life, and this is all about spiritual gifts and like traits that you have, thoughts that you have. This runs so much deeper than pal too. You guys are really that ish when it comes to the spirituality thing, pal too. You guys are you guys are it. It's really, really beautiful, and it's like really strong energy here. I like it a lot. Pal too, you are heavily watched over. You are so heavily protected by the divine, by and I'm gonna say not just the divine, but the spiritual realm in and of itself, because your ancestors are also part of that. You could also have really high level ancestors as well. Maybe some of your ancestors are ascended masters. Maybe you come from a long line of shamans or healers. Whatever it is, pile two, you got whatever it is, whatever your power is on lock. And I really feel like people might be jealous. So I would suggest that you keep your evil eye protection strong, but you also got your ancestors, your familiars, your allies watching your back over in the spiritual realm as well. I feel like no attacks, no swords formed against you prosper, pile two, because you have a very special connection. I see a golden like shell around your aura, pile two. You guys are heavily, heavily protected. You guys are heavily protected. One thing that I'm seeing here, pal too, is that you guys have done an amazing job healing your traumas and healing your past grievances with the Ten of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Wands. You guys have done a beautiful job healing, because you guys are in fact healers. And one of the first things that healers learn to do is heal them damn selves. I know this because I too am a healer, a shamanic healer at that. the first thing that a healer learns to do is heal themselves. And I really feel like that you guys have been progressing beautifully in terms of your own inner and personal healing power too. You guys have really just been doing the damn thing when it when it comes to whatever it is that you want out of your healing practices. When I said that you guys probably resist your power, I just think it's the fact that you guys don't really know all that you can do just yet, pal, too. You don't know what all the gifts that you have. There's so much more that you have that's waiting to be discovered. And there's so much more that you can do and so much room for growth. And I really feel that in the Seven of Wands with the High Priestess again. One other thing about the Ten of Swords in reverse is that you guys really must have had a hard time in your childhood. But what I'm hearing was all of that was just character development, pal, too. You had to go through those hard times because if you didn't, you'd be too soft, I'm hearing. You'd be much too soft. You wouldn't be able to make it in the world if you didn't like experience some hardships in your life and gain thicker skin and learn how to be a little bit more tough. I'm hearing like, this meme where it says like when people that don't realize that I was a thug before I was a healer. I really get the feeling like maybe some of you guys probably has like a little bit of a checkered past, a past full of like betraying others, being betrayed, a not so cute life, pile too. I really feel that. But on the other hand, some of you guys who picked this pile, you probably just been betrayed a lot and hurt a lot because you have really soft, really light, really healing energies, and people probably just took advantage of it. But you're more aware of yourself now because I see this Ace of Wands is like a match in the darkness, someone lighting a match to illuminate the dark. You're much more aware of yourself now, pile too, and that's a really beautiful thing. Like I said, you're heavily protected. So those situations, just know that all the things that you healed in the past, they won't come back and bother you again. I'm hearing that they're dead and gone. So rejoice. So we also have the Eight of Cups here with the Lovers. What this is telling me, my beautiful pile twos with the Eight of Cups and the Lovers, is that you guys are on a journey. You guys right now are searching, not only for like stronger inner harmony and balance between your masculine and feminine energy, but I really feel like you guys are also out here searching for your lover. You guys could very well be out here searching for your lover, your twin flame, your counterpart. I feel like you guys know that he or she is out there. I feel like you guys really believe in the twin flame journey, that you guys know that you're embarking on it, especially since you have a special connection with the divine. And I think you guys know exactly what you need to do in order to reach it. You have to leave behind everything that you once built up and go and search for that one more cup, that 9 of cup, and then that 10 of cup energy. But the first things first is finding a contentment and harmony and peace within yourself. And once you find that, then that energy radiates and it brings in another. And I feel like I have to tell you guys that you're being heavily assisted on your journey right now, but I really feel like right now your walk might be more of a lonely one, pile too. You might not have too many people supporting you in your life. Oh wow, what's funny is like the next few cards over, and no wonder I started talking about the twin flame card, the twin flame journey, because your next two cards are the Empress clarified by the Emperor. I was talking about this twin flame journey for a reason. You guys are searching for your twin flame. You guys know that they're out there. You could be very heavily in your feminine energy, very spiritually connected. Like I said, the High Priestess, that's right. You have the High Priestess here. You guys could be very heavily spiritually connected, and you're just like searching for your counterpart, and you're on that journey by yourself to search for them. I'm seeing the card, The Lonely Journey of the Priestess. This is also on the Iris Oracle deck. Let me shuffle and see if I can get it to come out, just as a test, just to see if I can get it to come out. No, it's just gonna have to stay in my mind and stop my vision. Okay, I get it. I hear you. Stop playing around when this pile's reading, Keenan. Stop playing around. But yeah, you guys, the High Priestess, on a journey, and right now you're walking that path alone, and it's more so just the inner harmony inside yourself that you're seeking, that you're building. And I'm hearing like you guys have been doing a wonderful job in that part of your journey where you're alone and you're just like, by yourself and focusing on that energy is going to be coming to a close really, really soon. So the next few cards that we have is the Empress and Emperor. You guys, like I said, there's that harmony between your masculine and feminine energy. This is like being both the Empress and the Emperor, having complete and total mastery over both sides of your energy. And that could be what a lot of people are jealous about, because you guys could be very well balanced and very well rounded. I'm hearing like you guys are very spiritually wise, very spiritually adept. Some of you guys could also be very abundant in your personal life. You could seem to just manifest things into your life very easily, and that gets a lot of contempt from other people. And on top of that, you guys can also be very ambitious. Like you guys could also really, know how to strive, know what to achieve. And when you achieve something, you know what to go for next. That could be like something that's really, really big for you guys. You guys, like I said, are heavily spiritually protected, spiritually guided, and you have so many spiritual gifts, so much power in the spiritual realm that you guys don't even know like the fullness of it yet. You guys are very, very special, pal, too. Very special people. So let's see what else do we have for you guys. We had the Empress and the Emperor, best friend, pal, too. You guys are amazing. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Devil. One of the beautiful things here about the Devil card here is that it's facing out of the spread. Like the Devil is actually looking out of the spread, which I channeled when I seen this card originally, was that the Devil is just getting kicked out. This is about your doubts, your fears. Whoopsies, let me make sure I didn't destroy that. Okay. This is about your doubts, your fears, and your insecurities, pal too. You've really been taking a lot of time to address them, to face them, to work through them, and to heal those parts of you with your special connection, with your special connection to the divine, and through the fact that your ancestors and spirit guides support you, watch over you, and overlook you. You are, and remember when I said that you're on this journey by yourself, got a hair in my mouth. The Nine of Pentacles is all about independence, and it's right next to the Empress, about having things all on your own. And that's what I said about your twin flame journey. First, it's going to be you establishing yourself, becoming into a place where you can be content, happy, and abundant all on your own, because the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles has similar iconography and even the same color palette. Like, this is all about you building everything in and up all by yourself. And I'm also seeing a peacock. Now, I'm being told to tell you guys that the peacock also represents Hera. Hera is the queen of the Greek pantheon. Hera is the queen of the Greek pantheon. She is the mother of all divinity. She is the goddess of divinity. You guys could probably, if you don't know anything about Hera, besides the fact that she always getting cheated on by Zeus, if you guys don't know anything about Hera, she is in fact a very, very, very powerful goddess. And there's a reason why Zeus was always afraid to let Hera find out that he was out here doing dirt, because she's incredibly powerful. And she arguably could have been more powerful than Zeus. I'm seeing like that episode from, if you guys haven't watched it on Netflix, it's called The Blood of Zeus. It's about him trying to hide one of his children from Hera again. But when she finds out, she just had enough. And, she started unleashing her power. She tells Zeus, don't think just because I let you rule that you can just do whatever you want. Remember that I am stronger. And this is something that's coming out here very, very, very clearly. Your feminine energy is very, very powerful. Your connection to the spirit, your magical power. If you guys actually want to get involved and delve and dive into magic, I suggest you be careful. You find a good teacher. You listen to your spirit guides, because if you do want to do magic, your magic can be very potent. And I have to speak to this for myself, because I did love magic with my last relationship, and I created a really, really strong soul bond between someone who wasn't even my twin flame. So it was just someone pretending to be my twin flame. Yeah. So either way, just be careful with your magic, pal, too. You guys' magics are very potent, very powerful, And if you guys are going to delve into that, make sure that you study a little bit, that you learn, and that you're really, really sure and know what you're doing. So that's just a little anecdote there for you guys, and a little bit of like a something for you guys to know. The Nine of Pentacles with the Devil card just lets me know, like, you guys' healing journey has been beautiful. You kicked out a lot of bad energy all by yourself, and you should be getting you're on the right path, pile two. That's all I really have to say to you guys. Really beautiful, really divine, really sacred energy, pile two. You guys are sacred. And that's something that I have to say here. You guys are sacred, you guys are divine. So pile two, if this reading resonated for you, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't. The links to support my channel are in the description box, where they always are. You can donate decks, book a reading, or just donate money if that's your twist. Thank you so much for your time and your beautiful energy, pile two. Please be blessed. If you chose the Carnelian, pile three, then this reading is for you. So let's get into your cards. The first cards I'm gonna pull out is some cards to really just like give me a sense of your energy. Some of these cards are also messages and advice from your spirit guides. I'm gonna put them all in one row. And now we're gonna get into your tarot cards. I was told to draw 10 cards. So this is gonna be a pretty lengthy reading. So you're gonna be filled with all kind of light and love. Okay? Now on pile three, what can I say about my pile threes? Oh, that's right. I channeled the song for you, pile three. I don't know if you guys know this. Like, this is like my time. If you guys are like maybe a little bit like too much younger than me or too much older than me, you won't know this song. But I channeled the song Cinderella by the Cheetah Girls. And it says, I don't want to be your Cinderella, hiding in the dark in a dusty cellar, waiting for somebody to come and rescue me. No, 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 I'm gonna rescue myself. And I say that because we have damsel and the engineer here. And this tells me that you have gotten out of the energy of relying on other people, the energy of codependence, the energy of just like letting other people do for you and learning more so to do for yourself. Really recognizing just how brilliant, how creative, and just how capable you are, pile three. And that's something that's really, really beautiful here in your energy, is this realization that you really can save yourself. You really can do whatever it is that you need to do on your own. The damsel here talks about understanding the nature of healthy romance, inspires you to rely on yourself. And the engineer talks about ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. And what this tells me is that you have a knack for solving your own problems, pile three. If this doesn't sound like you, then this is energy that you're going to be growing into, or energy that you just don't know that you have, that you're capable of. You could be very much stuck in the shadow aspect of the damsel, which is waiting for a knight to provide for you, or seduction by romantic illusions. You're not really realizing your own power, pile three, and that could just be for a small number of you guys. But the really beautiful thing here is that most of the people who chose this pile, you guys realize that, you don't have to wait on someone else to come save you. You can really do it yourself. I'm hearing hyper independence for some of you guys. Like, maybe some of you guys really just like saying, fuck everyone, I can do it all myself. But I feel a more balanced energy from this pile. I feel like there's going to be some people that falls on the low end, the codependent, some people that fall on the hyper independent spectrum. But most of you guys, if you chose this pile, you have a good balance of energy. And I say that because I can see the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles right in the center of your reading. And right in the center, it's just telling me that this is the balance that you guys have struck. Being able to like apply your skills and talents, but also being able to work in collaboration with other people. Of realizing that you matter too, that your contributions make sense, that your contributions are valuable. Yeah, pile 3. One of the biggest things that I see here, and I really feel like I should get into you guys, messages from your spirit guides, is the card of Pride and Cornucopia. The card of Pride says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And Cornucopia is the card of abundance, of about just realizing that, your life is abundant and full. That whatever it is that oops, I keep knocking this back. Let me move this over just a little bit. Yeah, and almost everything is still in frame. Let's move this over just a smidgen. All right. It's realizing that your life is abundant and full, pile 3. Whatever it is that you want, you can kind of just reach out and grab. Whatever it is that you want, you can bring it into your life in a creative and practical way. Like, this is all about how you can achieve in your physical life, pile 3. And you have everything that you need inside of you to achieve your goals, pile 3. So let's get started with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. With these two cards together, the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands coming out like this, what this tells me is that, you might already have a plan. Like, especially with the Engineer card being on top of your reading, being the card of of your character qualities, you might already have a plan on how you can achieve your independence, on how you can become more abundant, more fruitful in your life, to reach out to what the abundance that the universe has planned for you, to grab your fruit, to grab what you deserve. You either already have a plan or you're in the process of planning it, pile 3. And what this is telling me is your plans will work out. You have a knack. Whether you discovered it or not, pile 3, you have a knack for making your plans come to fruition, for making your things come true, and doing it really by the strength of your own self, or learning how to collaborate with other people. You know how to plan and you know what to do, and you should take real pride in that stuff, pile 3. But the Pride card is really just telling me that you need to have more confidence in yourself, pile 3. You are so much more capable, so much more powerful, so much more intelligent, so much more abundant than you're giving yourself credit for, pile 3. You have so much potential inside of you, and it's time for you to start realizing a lot of it. Here we have the Lovers and the Page of Cups. The Lovers and the Page of Cups tells me that the area of your love life is a little bit more underdeveloped, especially since it's the Page of Cups and not the Knight or the Queen or even the King. Pile 3, you guys have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to your love life, especially with the Damsel card here. I really feel like some of you guys are more so like those people who are looking for a man or maybe even a woman to provide. Guys could have been hobosexual if you're a man, or it could just be one of those girls who feel like it's a man's job to provide. And while in a sense, that could be true, but what I'm really feeling here is that's not the times that we live in anymore. More often than not, everyone is struggling, and learning how to really ante up your piece and not just and bringing something to the table and not just being the table is something that you guys really going to have to start to understand, because this is a very immature and a very childish perspective. I'm also feeling outdated energy, very childish perspective when it comes to love. But that's something that's really growing and changing as you learn to find your own self-agency and realize that you don't need to depend on other people to really do for you or to do things for you, pile 3. You're more than capable of going out there and doing it yourself. You don't need someone to come and rescue you. You can rescue yourself. You don't need to wait for a Prince Charming, because you can put on your boots and do it yourself. You can be your own Prince Charming, pile 3. And that's something that I'm seeing here very, very clearly with the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Another thing that I can see is if you do start listening to your intuition, because one thing that I'm hearing here is the Page of Cups is just a novice, a beginner at following and listening to their intuitive guidance. Like if you allow yourself to like really start trusting your heart and trusting yourself a little bit more, you can avoid a lot of the pitfalls that you make in regards to love. Yeah, you can avoid a lot of the pitfalls that you make in regards to love, pile three, because you guys are much more capable, and I'm gonna say this again, much more capable, much more intelligent, and much more abundant than you even know, or that you're even just willing to express. I should say for some of you guys, because you guys are probably like, yeah, I know this already, but you're not expressing it. So get on it. So pile three, in the middle we have. Yeah, this is pile three. So in the middle, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. And with the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, I touched on it briefly. You have so much skills and talents that you can hone, that you can lean on, that you can foster, that will really like bring you such great wealth and and bring you into a new chapter of your life. The Page of Pentacles is about like the start of a new chapter with you dedicating yourself to a craft, dedicating yourself to a skill or a talent that you might have. And it might also be working in collaboration with other people. The skill and talent might have you like working with like a group of friends to create something, working with colleagues to make something. Like whatever it is, pile three, this is going to be different for each and every one of you since this is in fact a general reading. Whatever it is that you want to study, whatever it is that you want to learn, whatever skill set it is that you want to grow, you should really do it and be open to learning from other people, like mentors or like even other people who are like, your colleagues, co-workers. Really learning from other people and like applying yourself diligently to study, to growth, and to like really furthering and bettering yourself, pile three. That's something that I see very, very strongly here. Like you're so much more capable than you know. Next, we have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Swords. The Ace of Wands with the Knight of Swords is very beautiful, very powerful energy here. The Ace of Wands talks about a new inspiration, a new hobby. This page, this Princess of Pentacles is looking over at the Ace of Wands. Like whatever this new skill or hobby or talent that you want to develop, I feel a great sense of passion from it. And on top of that, a big sense of ambition with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords sees something, they go at it, and they put their mental energies into it. And like I said, your mental energies are so much stronger than you know. Pile three. You're so much more intelligent, so much more creative, and actually mostly intelligent. Like you can be creative as well, but there's a sense of like real practicality here. Like getting out of the realm of fantasy, of hoping and wishing, and coming more into the real world, pile three, is what I'm sensing here. Like, and part of the real world is like learning that you might just have to do for yourself. And the biggest thing here is like really learning what to put your mental energy into. Putting your mental energy into something that you feel inspired to do, that makes you passionate. And then finally, for your reading, pile three, we have the Two of Swords with the Star card. It's very beautiful that your reading is ending on a star, because this indicates to me that not only that, well, mostly that the universe has faith in you. Like your spirit guides, your ancestors, the energies that I contacted to get this information about you, pile three, they have faith in you. They believe in you. I feel it very strongly. They have faith in you and they believe in you and they know that you can achieve. Whether you know it for yourself is yet to be seen. Whether you're willing to go out and do this for yourself is yet to be seen here with the Two of Swords, because it's still a decision that you have to make. Like I said, I still feel that energy of immaturity there. You guys are plotting and planning for your abundance, but it could just be for the fact that you guys are plotting and planning on your abundance from it coming through from another person. But there has to be a decision here for you to choose to make your life abundant on your own, to do it by yourself, to build your life from the ground up by putting your energy, your skills, and your dedication into something that makes you very happy, that inspires you, pile three. You guys are, and again, I'm gonna say it again because your guys keep telling me to say this to you. You're so much more abundant, so much more intelligent, so much more powerful, so much more capable than you know. You don't have to sit around and wait for someone to come and do for you, Pile 3, because you can go out and do it yourself, and you're more than capable of doing it, Pile 3. That's something that you guys really need to hear. You guys have star quality and star power. If you work with other people and you really let yourself shine, you're going to get so much attention, so much recognition, and so much acclaim, because you guys are really strong thinkers and really good planners. You guys just haven't been leveraging those skills in a proper way. But your spirit guides have faith that you'll do it, and you'll find your way eventually, because they're going to be there to guide you. I'm feeling like for this pile, I need to plug an additional oracle card. I feel like one more message must have come out for you guys from my witch's oracle. So let's see what we can get. Message for pile 3. That's funny. We have the neophyte with the study card. This neophyte card is very much the energy of the Page of Pentacles, and even for the Princess of Cups, like the Page of Cups. This is like the neophyte is all about young energy, about the need to study, to learn. What the neophyte card tells you is that you have the ability in and inside yourself, and this reading here is meant to bring clarity. As you can see, this woman is looking into the mirror, and she has this hawk watching over her. You, like I said, your spirit guides, the energies that I pulled on to get this reading about you, they're watching over you. They believe in you. They're watching you. But what you have to do, pile 3, is be able to look inside yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and really be real and honest with yourself. Who are you? What is it that you can contribute, that you can bring into your life? What are your skills, your talents, your passions? Lean into them, leverage them, and start putting action and putting a plan to action about how you can achieve the things that you know that you want, pile 3. Because no one is going to come in and do it for you. There's not going to be no rich man that you're going to end up dating and he's going to take care of you. No man that's like abundant, even if he's not rich. No man that's like really abundant that's just going to come in and start paying your bills and paying things for you. No woman who's going to have a house for you to crash at while you just laze around and bum off her, pile 3. You have to do it yourself. You have to build your life. There will be no such miracle for you. This is time for you to build your life, and this is what this life is about for you, pile 3. So if this reading resonated with you, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not. The links to support my channel are always in the description box. You can donate a deck, donate money, or book a reading with me. Thank you, pile 3, for your energy and your time, and be blessed. If you chose pile 4, the Amethyst, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we got here. Let's pull some of these cards out for you guys. These cards here are going to describe your character to me. These cards here are messages from your spirit guides that I pulled. This is advice. It could also be just like, little other things that they want to communicate with you. And for this reading, I pulled 10 tarot cards. So let's see what we got here. All right. First thing I'm noticing in your reading, pile 4, is that there's a heavy emphasis on the number 8. Yeah, there's a heavy emphasis on the number 8 and even in the number 9. Yeah, the number 9 and the number 8. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Maybe some of you guys have been seeing, repeating 6s, and please don't be scared if you're seeing repeated 6s. Like, that's just a superstition. Repeated sixes talks about like good things happening after, like what's happening after a change or a shift in your life, the goodness that comes in that after a shift or a change, after a five. And the number eight talks about karmic rewards or things that are coming to you based off of your actions and what you've been doing, for. And what I really feel like is like with in terms of like the six and like the eight that's really just coming out here, or even I said the nine, but we'll say this. It could be the number six as well, but we also have repeating sixes, some repeating two nines and three eights. So six, nine, and eight, all about like one, a transition that's occurring, a change, about things that happen after a change or transition or transformation. And the eight is about karmic rewards. Like there's a big energy here of like going from nothing and coming into something, from transitioning from the darkness into the light. And with that, we can get into your cards. I For your character, pile four. I really didn't know how else to put this. Like when I was like trying to get cards on your character, it was very much like shrouded. Like I didn't know what to get. So we ended up with Judge and the Scribe. The Judge talks about balancing justice and compassion and managing the fair distribution of power. And the Scribe is preserving knowledge and information. And I just don't know what this means for you. One thing that I am getting power for from the cards and from this energy is that you guys might be a little bit of a lone wolf. You guys might, there's a strong energy of focus here. To be a judge requires a lot of studying, a lot of learning, and I'm just talking about like the occupation of a judge. A lot of studying, a lot of learning. And with the scribe card here, I see that woman is like really focusing real heavily on her writing. Some of you guys could be authors. Some of you guys could be in the process of writing a book or a novel. But what I'm really getting here from the character of the judge and the scribe is that you guys are very, very wise people. Like very, very wise people. And what I'm getting here is like that wisdom might usually fall on deaf ears. Like you could be the guy that speaks the truth that no one else wants to hear, or you can be that woman that speaks the truth that no one else wants to hear. And I'm hearing that was a very isolating experience for you. You could have been a very bright and very gifted youngster. You could have been like someone that was like AP class, honor class type of individual, and through those experiences, you learned that, genius, that high intellect can often be an isolating experience, realizing that you're different from other people. And with that, you probably dedicated more of your energy to your studies, dedicated more of your energies to everything else. And I really feel like the energy of loneliness and isolation. But one of the biggest things that because I see that with the loneliness card and even the hermit. And the Ten of Swords as well. But one of the beautiful things here about your reading, Pile 4, is that things are about to start shifting for you guys. And this has been like the theme on my channel, and apparently for this month, it's about a shift, a change, something fortuitous happening in your life that really sets you on a different course. Pile 4. The messages that your spirit guides want to give you were these. Was the loneliness card, which says, I know that I am never alone. Repopulation, which is also a 9 card. And the black cat, which is number 22, which is a master number. But it's also about psychic abilities. What you guys may or may not know, Pile 4, is that you guys have psychic abilities. You guys have psychic powers. And one of the things that I'm hearing is like the ability to know and ability to foresee. You guys might be clairvoyant, definitely claircognizant, where you just know things, and based off the information that you know, you can predict and foresee an outcome. And I'm hearing like that has really been a very isolating experience for you guys. And I'm really being drawn to the Judge card when I say that. Like you guys can see the right way through things. You guys can see what's fair, see what's just. And a lot of times people resist you on what it is that you know. A lot of people might really just doubt what you have to say or just outcast you because of what you believe. But one thing you have to know is that your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're very close to you, and they never leave you alone because they see you always being alone, always being in your room studying, reading. Some of you guys might even meditate, might have gotten into the habit of meditation, of like going deep within, because I see that in the bottom row. It's like, so maybe some of you guys have really gotten into the energy of like spirituality lately, getting out of your more logical mind, and just delving into something that feeds you spiritually. And one of the biggest things that I'm hearing is like, if you are that person who's getting more out their logical mind and getting more into their spirit, it's going to lead to a shift in your life, from going from like feeling like there's nothing there, that all your resources are depleted, to going back to having again. The repopulation card talks about transitioning from a time of scarcity, of loneliness, of time where, things might not seem like they're in abundance, to like having again. Like there could have been like a period in your life where you just felt like everything is like falling apart. I see that with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Five of Pentacles ending the top line of your reading. We started off with the Ten of Swords. Like your whole top row, it speaks to me of someone that's like intellectually gifted, but lonely, betrayed, just more so focused on work with the Eight of Pentacles, more so just focused on their work, more so focused on just like, their menial task, rather than just like anything else. Maybe even just more goal oriented than people focused. It's a very lonely and isolating life, Power 4. But one of the biggest things that's really happening here is that things are changing. Because ending your entire reading, we have the Six of Swords, which speaks of transitioning from a time of darkness, a turbulent time, to a time where the waters are more calm, where more beauty can be exposed. But yeah, we're about to get into the Black Cat, which speaks of like your psychic power, your psychic giftings, Power 4. Whether you guys know it or not, you have clear abilities. I heard clear cognizance, like the ability, like clear knowing, and clairvoyant, the ability to see the future, premonition, and future sight. One of the biggest things about you that you should know also, that the Black Cat comes to warn you about, is be mindful of the people that you allow into your life, Power 4. If you guys are just like hanging out with people who you really don't resonate with out of a sense of loneliness, be mindful of those people. They might not always have your best intentions at heart. They might be more so focused on changing you, making you more quote unquote cool, rather than actually like, supporting you as you are as an individual, and like really bolstering you for how you are. One of the biggest things that I'm feeling about this Black Cat is, one, your psychic abilities are being heavily highlighted, and two, watch the people in your circle, because the people that are the closest to you could be the driving reason behind your loneliness. You could have been told a lot of hurtful things, a lot of untrue things about the people who are supposed to be building you up, Power 4. But your spirit guides are here to tell you that they got your back. They see you as you are, and they love you how you are, because the way that you are is perfectly made, and you're meant to be the person that you are, Power 4. This intelligent person with, I feel like, a heart of gold. You may be more shy, more reserved, keep a lot of things that your knowings to yourself. You might just also write them down or journal them, but just know that everything that you write down, all those little inklings that you get that's a little weird, just know that those are truths. Those are coming to you from a higher realm and from a psychic gifting. One of the things that I can tell you about this, Power 4, because I really resonate with your energy, is that when I was younger, I had this thought in my head, and I was just thinking about this before I did this reading, so it's funny that this is coming up. I had this thought in my head that the Vatican, ever since I was a child, I always said that the Catholic Church is hiding something from the people. That there's a reason why demons target Catholics, why Catholics are always the targets of the most common targets of possession, where the Vatican had to issue priests to go out and like to cleanse exorcism. I mean, to do exorcism for their members. There's a reason why they're so heavily targeted by dark energies. Now, that's something that's very weird, but that's something that was like psychically and clear cognizantly given to me. And I really feel like you guys might channel similar, odd information. Just keep that information, you can write it, keep it to yourself, but just know that, you're always going to be affirmed in that knowledge in one way or another. So now that I'm done just like filling around and rooting around your energy, Power 4, let's get into your cards. Because this is supposed to be uplifting. And I really feel like that was like really uplifting for the people that need to hear it, to know that you are perfectly made and that you're going to be heading into a time where you're more celebrated, where you don't feel as lonely anymore. First thing we have is the Ten of Swords and the Sun. And one thing about this is, like I said, in your past, you've probably really been betrayed, outcasted, really didn't have like good experiences with other people, friends and family alike. And that also comes through with the Black Cat card. A lot of people who are supposed to be close to you, betraying you, telling you, feeding you wrong information about yourself, lowering your confidence. But with the Sun card here, this is telling me that energy is starting to like wane. Whenever the Sun card appears, even if it's around cards that's not really negative, this is about illumination, bringing a light to those things, and really just like lessening the impact of them. Power 4, I really feel like you guys really need like a boost and like just hear a message, and not really just have me sing your praises. Because I really feel like the message in and of itself is what you really need to hear. You don't need someone to stroke your ego. You don't need anything like that. You just need to be told the truth, Power 4. And you just need to hear that you're not crazy, that you're perfectly made, and that your time of suffering is coming to an end. Like the Sun here, clarifying the Ten of Swords, is letting you know, like, you can be able to start to spot when people are plotting to betray you, when people don't have your best interests at heart anymore. All that stuff is being revealed. And like I said, it's revealed in a Black Cat card. Maybe the fact that some people close to you don't have your best interests at heart was a shocking revelation, was something that you always intuitively felt, but didn't want to accept or just didn't know. But this is being revealed here. Like, you have people around you that's going to betray you. You have people around you that don't have your best interests at heart. And you should do what you can do to protect yourself from that energy, because you do have, you need to renew your energies. That's what the Black Cat card comes to tell you, to renew your energies, to make sure that you guys are, to make sure that you guys re-up on your psychic protection, which is funny because the bottom deck card for you guys out of the same deck, I didn't pull it out because, I was only limiting myself to like maybe one card a piece, was the Nemesis card, the Lessons. Like, yeah, Power 4, I really feel like there's a warning here that someone close to you is going to betray you, or like is attempting to betray you or mislead you, or they don't have your best interests at heart. There's someone here who is like really very poisonous, very much a viper in your midst. There is a viper in your midst, Power 4. I'm sorry this is supposed to be like an uplifting message, but I really feel like this is something that you guys need to hear. There's a viper in your midst, and you need to up your protection. There could be, I'm really feeling like it's not just one person. It could just be multiple people. The people that you associated yourself with so far, or like the people who you've always known and just been like a mainstay in your life, I really feel like most of them don't have your best interests at heart. Like, they'll be more than willing to sacrifice you if it came down to it. You're the scapegoat, the black sheep, the odd one out, the one that that probably always gets the short end of the stick when it comes to other people. Like in your family, you're going to be thought of last. And it's just reminded me of the fact that, my brother just had a whole baby shower for his kid. And I didn't know that, he just had a baby shower. I went in there, everyone was just talking about the baby shower like it was just like this common occurrence, but no one bothered to reach out to me. Nobody bothered to talk to me about it. No one said anything to me about it. They go out on couples trips, like, my brothers, sisters, and my mom, they go on couples trips, they do things together, and I'm always left out, not included, feeling very lonely. But just know that those people don't really have your best interests at heart. They can be your family, they can love you, they can care about you, but they just can't really, they don't have your best interests at heart, Power 4. And you should really know that. But you're going to be coming into like meeting other people that really see you. Because with the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands here, Power 4, your intellect, your quick wit, and I also feel like you guys can be very charismatic. Maybe if you guys wasn't so shy and reserved and act, no, I don't even know if you guys are shy and reserved. I feel like a lot of you guys who picked this are, but if you decided to speak more and communicate, because the Eight of Wands is about communication as well, so it's the Page of Swords. If you guys communicated your intelligence, you talk to people, people will actually find you very insightful, very, very likable. Like you guys, if you speak what you know, you speak your knowledge and your information, like do it in a way that's charismatic and not just like as an info dump. Power forward, don't be info dumpers, but really just like use that wisdom that you've been accumulating over your life experience to just like talk to people and just like drop little nuggets here and there. Like people will really take to you, Power 4. And I feel like that's something that you guys need to hear. Like you are very insightful, very charismatic, and people would love to hear you speak, Power 4. People would probably pay to go to a seminar or to hear a colloquium from you. I mean, to come to one of your colloquiums. I'm hearing like, really get out to speak and to write. If you guys don't write books, maybe you should get involved in writing books because people will really like take to your writing style and take to who you are. So one of the other things that we have here, and that's very much in the center of your reading, is the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit. Like I said, this is about you being alone, about other people not really giving to you, not getting what you deserve, being left out, feeling like the world is not a generous place. Very much with that Ten of Swords energy, the betrayal, that no one really cares about you, that no one really wants to give to you, Pal. 4, but you've been learning to find the care, the love, the forgiveness, and the peace inside of yourself. And this is a very, very powerful thing, Power 4. This cannot be understated. This really might be really might be my pal. This can't be understated, Power 4. The ability and the strength to find peace inside yourself. The best thing that you can ever invest your time and your energy into is your own inner peace and into your own self. Especially with the Black Cat and Nemesis coming out here, you don't have good energy around you. You don't have good energy around you. The people who are in your life, the people who you know, they are not very giving, they're not very kind, and you shouldn't expect any kind of succor from them. Any kind of succor, support, or anything like that from the people around you and in your life. You're probably going to have to do a lot of building on your own. A lot of things that you're going to have to achieve on your own or through the use of your psychic powers and your psychic gifts, Power 4. That's something that's very, very key. You're going to have to leverage your skills and your abilities that you're honing or that you have honed by yourself to achieve success. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. And what's funny is that these are the third set of eights that came out. And no, you have 3 8s. That's what I'm trying to say. So angel number 888 can be very, very important for you guys. And I feel like this is like talking about that goodness that's about to come into your life. Because Power 4, like I said, you guys could be very compassionate, very fair, very kind-hearted people. Just a little shy and reserved and maybe even a little awkward. And that's just been taken advantage of. You've been misread, misunderstood, and mistreated for a fair portion of your life. And I really feel like that's really about to like change, because you just don't see just how great and how awesome you are, Power 4. That's why I feel like this had to be like a reading and not me just like bigging you up, Power 4. You just don't see how awesome you are because you're so focused on like your goals because you've been hurt. You don't see the fullness of who you are with the Eight of Swords because you have to place your attention elsewhere just so that you can just avoid this hurt. But the fact that you've been placing your energy and your attention inside yourself, spending more time in solitude and getting to know yourself better, advancing your spirituality. Because I see here with the Hermit above him is this little thing here. And I'm told that that's his soul star. Your soul star chakra is probably really, really bright, Power 4. A lot of people don't know about their soul star chakra. And this could be one of those little niche bits of knowledge and tidbits that you've learned. Like I said, Powerful, I feel your energy because not a lot of people know about the soul star. But I feel like your soul star is very bright. You guys could be like me, and in meditation, you put a lot of energy into making sure that you strengthen your soul star. Strengthening that soul star chakra allows your radiance to shine, allow your inner radiance and your inner light to really glow. It's feeding your soul with beauty, feeding your soul love, and allowing Source to fill you from the deepest part of your vessel. And I feel like that's what's been happening to you guys. I really feel like you guys, because at the bottom deck for your guys' cards, yeah, okay, I still have it here. Because at the bottom deck of you guys is like character cards. There's the Messiah here. The Creator himself has been filling you guys up. I really feel like you guys might have a purpose, a big purpose in your life. And part of like the experiences that's been happening here, that's been happening in your life, is so that you can spend more time developing your own self and less time being distracted by other people and their petty nonsense. And I also feel that with the energy of the sun here, who's typically reminiscent of is always like synonymous with source energy. You guys have been being filled up by Creator, by the Source, to prepare yourself for a mission where you're going to have to walk alone, where you're going to have to be the odd one out, where you might end up being the outcast. But it's for you to get comfortable with that so you can speak what you have to speak without shame and without reservation and without worrying that other people might not receive you, other people might not like you, because you already know what it feels like to be left out and be alone. So it'll be no big deal. That's a very deep message for you, Powerful. And then finally, end of your reading, we have the Five of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. This loneliness, this lack of money, lack of support, this abandonment is shifting, is changing for you. There's going to be something really, really beautiful that comes into your life. I'm hearing a miracle that's really going to help you out. Like, it's going to turn you from feeling like there's no resources, no support, nothing in your life, to you feeling more fulfilled and like having resources at your fingertips. There's something around your money, something around resources that's really about to be changed. What's this? Powerful. Something about resources and money that's really about to be changed. There's something really, really beautiful that's going to be taking place in your life fairly soon. Powerful. You guys are transitioning into a very personally abundant period in your life. And the people in your life who don't really have like your best intentions at heart, a lot of things they're about to like really just be, you probably already separated yourself from them, but just know that they're about to really just be removed. And now we have facade, balance, and at the bottom is instinct and mysticism. Like, I'm really feeling like your intuition, you have a divinely inspired mission in this life. And part of this is like really having to walk through like this alone. The facade card talks about the healing of your inner child. I really felt like this has been a deep childhood wound that you're going to be coming back to and addressing and bring balance to it. Like, really just accepting your inner child, that quirky, offbeat, what other people would call weird child. That's you accepting him, walking with him, and giving him the love that he needs. And that's going to restore a sense of balance in your life. Because you see here, these people have their backs turned to this person. They don't like this man too much because he carries the scales, because he has the power. But the warning of this card is don't get into this energy before you're ready. But I don't know. I don't think that's like really necessary here, because what I really, really feel here is what I was telling you about not being afraid to speak the truth, to say what you have to say out of fear of alienating other people, because that's probably going to be a big part of your mission. Calling out injustice, calling out the mismanagement of power, calling out people, whether through writing or through speech. Right, calling out other people who aren't really in the right or not doing what's right. I really feel like that's going to be a big part of this. I'm feeling like a warrior of justice, or someone that fights for justice. And this is going to be something that's very intuitively and magically led into your life. You're already walking down this path, Power 4, especially with the fact that you've been strengthening your soul star chakra, strengthening your inner temple. You're so much more powerful than what you know, Power 4. If you guys aren't really intuitive, then you're just being led by instinct. But there's signs in your life, and don't forget, don't miss them. Pay attention to every little coincidence that happens. And one of the biggest things that I'm seeing is that this reading in and of itself is a sign that someone around you do not have your best interests at heart. Someone, I'm really feeling like it could be family, plotting against you. They don't like what you're doing. They don't like the work that you do. They don't care. They don't really care about you. They don't care about you the way that they should. And you have to like really overcome your insecurities and really learn to really stand and be on your own, Power 4. And I feel like you guys have been doing a wonderful job at that. At just like being your own hero, being your own parent, like loving yourself in the way that you always needed. You give to yourself in a way that no one else can, Power 4. And now the divine, the source, creator, the energy that I know as Father is leading you into a life, leading you into a period where you can feel more abundant, where you can have more resources at your disposal, where you can like really be equipped with the tools and the resources that you need to get on with a very divine and very sacred mission that you might be here to fulfill, Power 4. So if this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not Power 4. Thank you for your time and your effort and your energy. If you guys want to support my channel, the links to do so are always in the description box. Thank you so much for your time, your effort, and your love, Power 4. And please be blessed. Bye.